Hello students, welcome to class 4. So students, in our previous lecture, we have discussed classification of polymers based on synthesis, and we have seen that polymers on the basis of synthesis can be categorized into two important classes. One is addition polymerization and second is condensation polymerization. So we have already discussed addition polymerization in detail. So students, in our today's lecture, we are going to discuss condensation polymerization in detail. So let's get started. So students, a condensation polymerization is a reaction in which monomers having at least two functional groups react by elimination of simple molecules like water, alcohol, etc. to give a large molecules known as a polymer. Each step of polymerization is independent of the other. Hence it is known as step reaction polymerization. When monomers have only two functional groups, then repeated condensation gives linear polymers, which are soft, rubbery substances and which can easily dissolve in certain solvents. Linear polymer is represented as follows. Next is the cross-linked polymers are formed when the monomer contains more than two functional groups. They are hard and have higher melting points. Consider the structure of cross-linked polymers. Condensation polymerization can be further classified into following categories. First is polyester, which is also called as terylene, terene or dacron. Second, polyamides, which includes nylon 6 and nylon 6,6. Third is polyurethane. Fourth is polycarbonates and fifth is phenol formaldehyde resin. So we need to discuss its preparation, properties and uses. So first is polyester. Let us see its method of preparation. It includes two-step preparation. In first step, you get the formation of a monomer, and in second step, monomer undergoes polymerization to get the formation of desired polyester. So first step, monomer is prepared by transesterification of ethylene glycol and dimethyl terephthalate, taken in 2:1 proportion. Second step is polymerization. The molecules of monomer undergoes polymerization at 280 degrees centigrade in vacuum and an inert atmosphere of nitrogen to give terylene. The ethylene glycol molecules are eliminated during this ester exchange reaction. The molten polyester is extruded into filaments, which are spun into a fiber and then stretched by 3 to 6 times the original length. Consider the following properties. The fiber has high tensile strength along the axis and it has abrasion and crease resistance. It is insoluble in common solvents and it is resistant to soap, detergents, etc. Uses. It is mainly used in textiles by blending with cotton or wool to get fabrics called as terrycotton, terrywool. Thin films of polyester are used in making photographic films and magnetic tapes. Second is polyamides. Nylon is a polyamide fiber. It is classified into different types depending on the number of carbon atoms in each monomer molecule. Now, let us see the preparation of nylon 6. It includes two steps. First step is cyclohexanol is first oxidized to cyclohexanone. These on reaction with hydroxylamine gives an oxime, which then undergoes Beckmann rearrangement to give epsilon caprolactam. Second step is polymerization. Caprolactam, when heated in inert atmosphere, undergoes polymerization reaction to give nylon 6. It is so called because the monomer contains 6 carbon atoms. Next is nylon 6,6. It is prepared from two raw materials, each containing 6 carbon atoms. Hence, the polymer is named as nylon 6,6. Now, let us see the preparation. It includes two steps. In first step, The raw material, adipic acid, is prepared by oxidation of cyclohexanone. A part of adipic acid is treated with ammonia, and then resulting ammonium salt is heated to give adiponitrile. This on reduction gives hexamethyldiamine. Second step is formation of nylon salt and polymerization. When an aqueous solution of adipic acid and hexamethyldiamine are mixed, hexamethyldiammonium adipate is obtained, which is known as nylon salt. When nylon salt is heated to 280 degrees centigrade in inert atmosphere of nitrogen, it is polymerized to give nylon 6,6. Properties are: nylon fibers have greater strength, abrasion resistance and elasticity. Uses are as follows. Nylon fibers are used in knitted fabrics like hosiery, socks, etc. Nylon threads are used in tire cord, fishing nets, etc. It is used as bristles in toothbrushes. Third is polyurethane. Urethane are esters of carbamic acid, also known as carbamates, having general structure as follows. Polyurethane is a linear polymer having a carbamic ester linkage. Urethane is prepared by reacting an alcohol with an isocyanate, which is represented as follows. Now, consider the preparation of polyurethane. When a diisocyanate is treated with a diol, a polyurethane is obtained. Properties: polyurethanes are more flexible and have lower melting points than polyamides. Next is uses. A well-known polyurethane known as Pendex is used for preparing corsets and girdles for women, and also used in active sportswear for men and women. Polyurethane forms are prepared by blowing air into the molten polymer and used for upholstery material for sofa and beds. This flexible form is also known as U-form. Rigid form is used as insulating laminates and insulation cover in refrigerators. It is used for coating furniture and rubber articles to improve their resistance to abrasion. Fourth is polycarbonates. A carbonate is an ester of carbonic acid, which can be prepared by reaction of phosgene with 2 equivalents of alcohol. Now, consider the preparation of polycarbonates. Polycarbonate is a polyester of phenol and carbonic acid. When a dihydric phenol like bisphenol A is treated with phosgene or diphenyl carbonate, a condensation polymerization reaction takes place to give polycarbonates. So as shown over here, phosgene is made to react with bisphenol A. We get the formation of a lexane. Next is properties. It is a lightweight and transparent polymer. It has high impact strength and melting point. It is resistant to a number of chemicals except alkali. Its uses are as follows. First one, it is used in bike helmets. Second, it is used to make safety goggles and bulletproof glass as it is transparent. Fifth is phenol formaldehyde resin. Phenol and formaldehyde react with each other in presence of acid or base as a catalyst to undergo polymerization to give products whose nature depends on the catalyst used and the ratio of phenol and formaldehyde. The reaction takes place in following steps. So in the first step, phenol react with formaldehyde to give a mixture of ortho and paramethylol phenol. This is a direct condensation reaction. This compounds can then react with more formaldehyde to give di- and trimethylol phenols. So second step is methylol phenols then condense with another molecule of phenol. The resulting product polymerizes to give a low molecular weight polymer. The nature of polymer product obtained depend on the catalyst used. In presence of acid catalyst, a linear thermoplastic polymer produced is called Novolac, which is mainly used as an insulator and fonderie lining material. Novolac resins are fusible and soluble. On an average, it contains 10 molecules of phenol per chain, having molecular weight of about 1000. Third step is the Novolac resins on treating with more formaldehyde in presence of a basic catalyst results in a cross-linked polymer called as bakelite. This polymer has methylene bridges as cross-linkages. Thus, it is a thermosetting resin which is hard and infusible. Bakelite is used in making toys and other molded articles. So students, in our today's lecture, we have discussed classification of polymers based on synthesis. In that, condensation polymerization, which is also called as step growth polymerization, which included 5 different categories. First one was polyester, second one was polyamide, third one was polyurethane, fourth was polycarbonates, and fifth was phenol formaldehyde resin. So students, in our next lecture, we shall be discussing stereochemistry of polymers, along with mechanism of stereochemical control of polymerization using Ziegler-Natta catalyst.